All right, Jeff, let's start off with getting angry.
Dude, yes.
Let's get angry at Wired.
Okay.
For being a bunch of jerk bags.
Oh.
So, this was in...
This doesn't even have anything to do with video games. But...
It kind of does.
I guess.
But just it has to do with just... Wired is supposed to be the people's tech magazine. It's supposed to be for people who know stuff about technology and care about it, right?
No. Wired was... when Wired started, it was like 92, 93. There was a very big contingent of like these just West Coast super liberal scumbag hippies that had discovered computers and were treating it like it was fire.
Yeah.
And they started things like Boing Boing and Wired and all these
The
different... Well, yeah. Dr. Dobbs, like all these different Morph's Outpost, which I worked at for a while. All these different terrible things. They were just like, as someone who had grown up alongside this stuff, all seemed like second nature, and here were people going, it's amazing! The global community is finally coming together!
Yeah.
So Wired always seemed like 2 steps out of touch to me.
Okay.
In its first few years. And I think that they've brought that back in line, but occasionally something like this comes out that totally just reminds me of old school Wired. What the hell is wrong with you, you phony cyberpunk Doug Copeland looking motherfuckers?
Okay, so the headline here is Wired's Geekster Handbook, a field guide to the nerd underground.
See? Already, right there. Just stop.
Oh, and it just gets more infuriating after that because they have these models that are dressed up like geeks. Like, geeks.
Ugh.
Oh, and then just these horrible descriptions of the different types. There's number 1, the fanboy. And which one's the fanboy?
He's the one wearing the Green Lantern t-shirt.
He's wearing a Green Lantern t-shirt. So
See?
Obviously. Good job. Disposition speaks mostly in lines from The Simpsons, Star Wars, Highlander, and Ghostbusters. Enjoys arguing about whether Batman or Boba Fett would win in a fight. Batman. Beliefs. The Force exists, but midichlorians are bullshit. Han shot first. Turn-ons. Princess Leia in slave gear. Starbuck, male and female incarnations. Amazing Fantasy number 15. Velour uniforms.
Just stop.
And it just goes on. They've got the music geek, the gamer, the gadget guy, the hacker, the otaku.
The otaku's a lady.
Oh, Wired. Wired.
It's just it's a bummer because... Yeah, like I said, I think Wired actually does a pretty good job.
Here, and then here's this feature.
Stuff like this.
See how out of touch we are.
Check it out. Apparently, someone who worked on the first year of Wired still works there, and this is what happened. Like
the nerd underground. Like, yeah, it's just this secret, impenetrable social strata.
Of people who like music. Oh man, no way.
They must be the music geek.
Like,
here's what I need to know how to interact with these people.
Ostensibly, isn't that publication supposed to be talking to those people?
Exactly. That's my point. These people shouldn't have to have guides made about them.
Like, yeah, exactly.
So my question is twofold. Who is reading Wired that this is allowed to get on the pages, and who is making Wired that this is allowed to get onto the pages?
I think Wired does really good game coverage now. So it just bums me out when stuff like this is just like, gosh.
Shame on you, Wired. All right.
A wag of the finger.